On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the...
I think Buddy quit, man.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And we are underway in Buffalo. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
He's had his ups and downs as a pro, but last year, a major league up as he led the Panthers to the NFC South title in his first playoff appearance as a starting quarterback, mainly on the strength of his ability to finish games.
For three, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Young.
Losing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
Easily one of the top quarterbacks, one of the top players in the NFL, finishing the top 5 in MVP voting for the 4th straight season to let you know exactly how great he is. One of the best in the league, just needs one more thing, a Super Bowl appearance, and hopefully hoisting a trophy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they would come through with a slash and run.
But to them. Stop to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there.
Sure, you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Allen to the right side, and he's got more complete. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So this offense headed back out. Panthers offensive coordinator Brad Idzik there. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And a nice spin into some open field. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 87 yards. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little.
Extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. A little juke. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That play won't read any highlight passages, but it did its job. They knew the
come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Going now is Allen. A quick throw, but incomplete.
tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much about offense. Hidden yardage.
They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't. example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. That was good work to force another 4th down, but it's worth remembering. This offense has gone for it on 4th once already on this drive. The run through in this first half. To throw, Young. That one completes him again. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense. The century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now here's Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. Now in the gun. Here's the give to Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and a couple. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The play fake, now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette from 10 yards out. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Finding Shakir across the formation. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Allen. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 39 yards. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at him. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Allen going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And the Buffalo Bills have been looking for a wide receiver one, so they traded their second-round pick. Get DJ Moore. He may have had the fewest receiving yards in his career last year in Chicago.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Completes to Shakir once again. They like going to him in the slow and catches the arrow.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here comes third and about a foot. Allen to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just picking up the yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
From the gun, it's Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 8 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And after that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
That to the sideline and incomplete.
There's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Young off the bootleg. There's Trimble, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll throw again. Young checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here is Young. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Young's got his guys first and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards they lost, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Now Young. And his pass incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got a man, that's Ligon. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break a fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense.
Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers.
It's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Young wasting no time, right to the air. They'll find McMillan here.
And they get him down behind the foot. He takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.